Hi, and welcome to the Holly C Podcast, a show about expressing your brilliance with ease and flow. I'll show you how to take the woo-woo out of the clouds and apply it to real life for effortless action. This show is for world changers and future world changers, so if you know there's more to life and you're wondering what's next, this is your show. Hi, I'm Holly. I'm your host. I'm a speaker, author, teacher, blogger, and somebody who's going to jump off a cliff for today's episode. Yeah, what does that mean? Okay, so first, I am literally not at the edge of a cliff and about to jump. That would be kind of risky. Not the best place to do podcast. But I am metaphorically at the edge of a cliff and I'm about to jump. And why? Because today's episode is what I will call free flowing. That should be a verb, free flowing, to free flow, which is to go with the flow without having a plan in mind. I know, scary, huh? For some people, even more terrifying than jumping off a cliff. For others, as much adrenaline running through them to make that leap. And in life, sometimes you have more fear at the idea of heading in a new direction or undertaking a new challenge without having a plan in place first. So I think free flowing is something I'm going to do a little more regularly with episodes because I want to model to you, be an example to show you how when you free flow, sometimes amazing things happen, and I don't even know yet what's going to happen. I'm trying to be present in the moment. This is what all the meditation and quote-unquote gurus and ancient teachings and woo-woo new age spirituality is always saying, this message about being in the present moment. And when you are, then you try not to think about the past. Well, you are in the present, so you are not thinking about the past. And you also don't think about the future because you should be focused in this moment. So I'm going to ask you to bring your awareness to this present moment. One of the easiest ways, like a shortcut, is to be aware of your breathing. So everyone, do that right now. Take a breath. Let it out. Spend minute or so right now just focused on your breathing. Bringing your attention as you inhale and as you exhale. Noticing the breath going in through your nose. Feeling it going through your nasal passages into your lungs. Relaxing your chest, expanding your chest, straightening your back, but not in a tense way, like a relaxed, free-flowing way. Notice if any other area in your body relaxes or moves as you breathe. Does your stomach expand? Do you feel some expansion in your ribcage, your diaphragm? Into your back, expansion and relaxation. And see how just listening to my words, awareness in your body, and you're in the present moment. It's not that hard. But you may be thinking, there's all these things I want to do in the future, all these things I want to accomplish with my life, all of this impact I want to make into the world. So how do I do all that if I'm just sitting here breathing? I mean, it's not happening. That stuff's got to happen by me doing something, right? When you free flow, you are creating within yourself the environment to free flow when it's time to take action. So yes, you may have all these goals and intentions in mind, all of these desires, these things that you want to create, these things you want to manifest, even something as simple as a new couch. because your family's getting bigger, you have more guests over, there's nowhere for them to sit, you need a new couch. How does breathing in the moment, bringing your awareness to your body, get you a new couch? Clearly, it doesn't get you couch. I can sit here, breathe, visualize a couch, visualize my butt sitting in a nice, puffy, fluffy cushion. There's no couch. And a couch is not going to go up to my door, knock on the door and say, hey, I'm here. Although it can. But with free flowing, when you practice free flowing, it activates your mind in a different way. So it's like creating this skill that helps you create. And create consciously, and create subconsciously, and create metaphysically. And being in the moment is a way of free flowing. The more you practice free flowing, and you don't do it free flowing with the intention of future free flowing, you're free flowing for the present. There's a distinction there. Notice it. Because when you're free flowing for the future, you're no longer free flowing. Ha ha ha. Got caught with that one, huh? The free flowing is being in the present. And when you're practicing being in the present, it also enables you to hear your own inner guidance better. So that when there are opportunities presented to you in the future, okay, we're going to talk about the future now. But when there are opportunities presented to you in the future, you'll know whether to pursue those opportunities. And you'll be better able to spot those opportunities. And sometimes you may think, well, how on earth do I know my inner guidance, my gut feeling, my dragon spirit, my intuition? How do I know when that is speaking to me, when these opportunities are appearing, when right now I can't see any? You can't see them right now because you're supposed to be focused in this moment. Bring yourself back here. Let's do that again. Roll your shoulders this time. Loosen up your neck and shoulders and upper back. Maybe stretch your arms out, like fingertips pointing out, as far out reaching as you can to expand that chest. Feel that stretch in your chest. Maybe you get hunched over during the day working on a computer. Really lift up your chest and your heart. Lengthen your neck and feel that stretch in your body. Feel where the muscles are tight and just stretch just a tiny bit further so that you can feel it. All right, take a breath and then go, ha. Kind of like how horses do when they go, because they're letting out air, relaxing. Ha. There, you were in the present moment again. When you get sidetracked, practice that. Do a stretch. Your body is a very powerful tool for being present, because when you bring your awareness to your body, to the space it's in right now, the sensations you're feeling, your breath, relaxing your body, releasing tension, you're free-flowing. And when you're free-flowing, you are making it easier for you to hear your inner guidance, making it easier for you in the future to recognize opportunity and to know which is the best path for you to choose. And if you're at a crossroads right now, my very first podcast, episode 1, is about knowing whether you're on the right path and being able to choose the right path. So that's one you can listen to in the future. But right now, in the present, you're practicing being present. So be present. Listen to my words. Notice that the act of listening is something that you need to do with your body. Really hear or smell. Take a sniff of the air right now when you breathe in. Smell anything? Even the act of smelling nothing, it brings your entire attention, your entire awareness to the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, you are naturally free-flowing. So we're going to talk about the future again. We're going to talk about today, the next 24 hours. Can you practice being in the present moment as much as you can? Whenever your mind veers off, bring it back with your body, with your senses. Seeing, smelling, touching, tasting, hearing. Whenever your mind starts wandering and thinking and worrying, bring your awareness back to your body, releasing tension where you feel it. Bringing awareness to tightness, like in the shoulder or the back or the neck or head or jaw or eyes, face, toes, hands, wrists, fingertips, and release the tension. When you're distracted by the day-to-day, bring yourself back by taking a breath. Let's do that again. Take a breath. And breathe out. And try doing that. This free-flowing, this using your body as a way to be in the present moment. So being in the present moment is one way of free-flying. There are many other ways to free-flow, and I think I will free-flow those in future podcasts. So what I'm saying, going to the future, I will do additional free-flow podcasts. So I'm kind of planning a little bit there, but more really setting the intention, because I have no idea when I'm going to do another free flow podcast. Just knowing that when I free flow, something amazing comes up. I had no plans before I started recording this episode. I just knew I had this intention to free flow, to be present. No, that's not even true. I didn't even have the intention to be present. I just had the intention to free flow, and by free flowing, guess what came to me? To be present in the moment and just let the words, let the ideas, let the messages from the universe come through me, out through my mouth, into this microphone, recorded onto this podcast, out into the world, and now you are listening. One of those senses, listening to this podcast. So there was a moment of silence there because I was being present in the moment and asking if there was anything else to share. So I don't literally say, hey, universe, is there anything else to share? But you could try it. You could say, hey, universe, do you have a message for me? Let's try that. Hey, universe, got a message for me? Maybe you heard that car driving by. I'm going to leave that in because we're free flowing here. All right, let's do that again. Hey, universe, got a message for me? And listen. You do not listen, in this case, with your ears. The best way I can describe my listening when I'm listening to the universe is it's like it comes a little bit from the left side and it feels like it's flowing through my mind, not quite my mind, but like the top of my head, not quite the top of the head, but it's like this energy field, and it does feel like it's coming from left and slightly above. For you, it may be a different sensation. If I said, hey, universe, got a message for me, and I brought my awareness, say, to my feet, I could feel like I'm pulling up a message from the earth. Go ahead and try it. Imagine messages coming from different areas, but coming from the universe with loving intention. So you set the intention, you want a loving message from the universe. Hey, universe, got a loving message for me. And what message did you receive? It's not going to be a loud voice. It's going to be very subtle. It might be an impression. It might be a feeling. It might be words. It might be a phrase that passes through your mind. See, when you listen in, you listen through your energy. You listen through your heart. You use your body like an antenna. So consciousness and awareness and enlightenment is done through your body because it brings you into the present moment, helping you to free flow and helping you to hear your inner guidance, which is your connection with the universe. And when you're listening to that, you become aware of those opportunities surrounding you. They become much more obvious to you, and you are much better able to discern when it's time for you to take action in the present moment. Okay. I'm listening in, tuning in, anything else to say, anything else to allow to flow through me? And the answer is no. Just to remind you, 24 hours. Try it. Use your body as a way to bring yourself into the present moment and try it for 24 hours. And then notice if you're more present. Notice if you have more clarity in your decisions today. Notice if you are feeling more ease and flow in your body, in your day, in the things that come up. If you feel more grounded, if you have a higher perspective, and then decide, not now, but when the moment comes, maybe you want to set a little alarm for 24 hours from now. So when that little alarm goes ding, that's the moment when you decide whether being present in the moment is working for you. So you can be present in the moment, do a quick assessment about the past, and then make a decision in that moment to be present in the moment and to continue being present in the moment. And then you don't even need to think about the future, but just knowing that being present in the moment actually helps take care of the future, because there's no more future. Not in the same way, not in the same sense, because if your awareness is in the present moment, then when the future comes, it's the present. Yeah, I've got more to say about that, but future podcast episode. And one more message. Don't beat yourself up if you can't be present in the moment all the time. It is difficult for us adults to do because we have been very conditioned through the however long you've been living to be in the past or be in the future, not so much in the present. And recognizing that, if you can give yourself some slack and some forgiveness, not just yourself, but the whole world that has conditioned you this way, then you'll be back in the present moment. One more message. Being in the present moment does not mean that you forsake your future. That's one of the biggest fears most people have, is that being in the present means that you're not going to do anything for the future, because there's that story about that ant that kept putting things away for the winter versus the grasshopper that didn't, and then the grasshopper died. I know that story was created to control people, because if people were having fun, why would they work for someone else for their future and not their present? You can be both. You can be both the ant and the grasshopper. And your inner guidance, your dragon spirit, will show you the way. All right, one more breath then, everyone. Take a breath in. Be present in this moment, in this breath. And just relax as you breathe out. Good way to start the day, huh? Or end your day, or give you a little boost during your day, whenever you happen to be listening to this podcast. So thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, find me online at www.hollyc.com. Thanks for listening to this free-flowing episode. I'm Holly, your host, signing off for now. Bye!